All right. So, as a parent of two children, I guess I thought I would never have to go through something like this. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, I get a call from my 11-year-old son's teacher. Mind you, I hardly ever hear from her. Miss Karen Bullock states, I just want to touch base with you about an incident that occurred today in my classroom. Of course, I automatically think it was my child with another student, but no, I was totally wrong. Bullock then states your son owes me two assignments. That's been due for 2 weeks now, but this is the first of me hearing about the missing assignments. Bullock then states my son could not find the assignments, so Bullock had him go clean his cubby to try and find the missing work. My son then takes his work from his cubby to his desk to go through the papers to see if he can find these missing assignments so we can get them done and get them turned in. Because she states she has no more copies to give him. Right. So I guess he wasn't moving fast enough for her, and she came over to his desk and started going through the papers herself and ripped them off, like, with throwing them on the floor, talking about this is trash, this is trash, this is trash. And then says, "Now there, you pick it up," in an aggressive language. Like, no, my son's not a dog, nor is he your maid. If you threw the trash on the floor, you should have picked it up. So yes, and there's so many incidents that have occurred with this same teacher, but nothing is being done about it. Nothing. They're trying to move my son around when he's not the problem. Like, my son is a straight A student and has never had problems with a teacher. I've never got calls from a teacher. Matter of fact, I barely get calls from this teacher because she takes it into her own hands when I've told her to reach out to me. So they gave me, the principal called me that night at 7:30 p.m. and he gave me three options. And, option one was to give the teacher another chance. That's not happening. Option two was to put my straight A student in a lower level class so he can do his work among himself. No, that's a big no. And option three was my child go to school until 12:40 p.m. and then I pick him up and do his social studies and English at home. Now, how am I equipped to do that at home? I do not have a teaching degree. I am not a teacher. So, I just don't know what to do at this point. I have reached out to the state superintendent. I have reached out to the Board of Education. I have reached out to pretty much everybody that you can reach out to. I've even reached out to a lawyer at this point because I feel like my son is being pinpointed, and as does he. He thinks that she is just racist. And yes, I do have biracial kids, so maybe that is the point. But if anybody has ever had a problem with Miss Karen Bullock in Lenoir, North Carolina, please reach out to me.